right, so let's start standing and just start moving around. You want to move big muscles. Now just get the body ready. Sort of slow marching, maybe swing the arms. And just feeling the body move, feeling all these large muscles, maybe coming to stillness, bending the knees and sort of twisting a little bit and letting your gaze follow whichever hand is going back. So here we're getting a little bit of a squatting and pushing the feet into the floor. And coming to stillness, and then big shoulder rolls. One side and then the other. Sort of leaning into these. So it's really moving the side of the body, like all the other muscles and bones that help to support movements of our shoulders. And going the other direction. Kind of like swimming, just letting the body move naturally. And bringing the hands behind you, palms facing, and just kind of pulsing the hands together, looking up a little bit, pulling the belly button in. And then bringing the hands forward, backs of the hands together, and pulsing them. Maybe bringing the head down, chin toward chest. And just feeling the shoulders sort of loosening up here. Loosening up the neck. For those who sometimes join the short class that we have before this class, we did some gentle movements for the neck and the shoulders and the hips. Side to side with the head. And going slowly, just feeling, where any muscles might feel a little tight or sore. And just to be able to keep that in mind as we move through the class. Bringing chin to chest. And moving from side to side. And then circling the head. But maybe just to the side, forward to the side, and then sort of turning the head so that the gaze goes up at a little bit of an angle. So not bringing the head back. And coming back to stillness. And now letting the back be long, the neck be long, the chin tucked in, and just bringing one shoulder up and just holding it here. So let the other shoulder be relaxed, let your face be relaxed. Coming in, chin back. Hold this up, hold it up. Feel all the muscles that are engaged in that. And now very slowly, let that shoulder come down. And you can just feel sort of the circulation coming back. And now on the other side. And this can be like a really wonderful thing to do if your neck feels tight. Again, letting the other shoulder be relaxed, everything relaxed. Holding it up there, feeling the effort in all those muscles, and very slowly letting that shoulder come down. Yeah, right. And now big circles with the hips and one direction and then the other. And really letting, the knees move. You're gonna feel this movement in the ankles and the feet. And bending forward. We're not trying to touch the floor or anything. Again, just little pulses. Letting the hands move in circles a little bit. And then slowly coming up right. Hands to the ceiling. Stretching one hand and then the other toward the ceiling while lifting the opposite heel. Bringing the hands down. And just a few kicks, like butt kickers. Letting the opposite hand come toward that foot. So just getting this little twisting and the balancing. Just noticing this moment of balancing on one foot. And then in front. Knees in front, crossing the midline. And bringing the opposite elbow in the general direction of the knee. And turning your ankles, one and then the other a couple of times. Just lifting the heel and circling the foot. Okay. Standing again, back upright, tummy tucked in, shoulders up and back, chin back. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, ready. Thank you. All right, let's get our heart rate up. So let's start out with arms up overhead. Let's do a pullover as if you're dragging underwater and do a knee raise. So just really feel your upper back engage. And you can just kind of move around with it. You don't have to stay static in one place. Just kind of move around and feel your lower abdominals engage. And then, of course, your lats right up under here. And just work on your balance, your coordination. Get your breathing down. We'll go for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Let's do side to side cross arms. So you got to think about this a little bit. I'm going to step and cross. Out, in. So once you get the hang of it, we'll go for about another 15 seconds. So just really open up your chest, stretch your shoulders out, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then get your hips out to the side. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Helicopter is another good one for balance. So your arm's going to start out by the side like a T. And you're going to turn your torso and kick out to the front. Engage your core. Squeeze your glutes. And you want to follow your eyes with the back hand. So you move your upper body and as a single unit. We'll go for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Let's do our squat and punch. So I'm going to put out the chair. We're going to sit on the edge. Our feet are a little bit further than shoulder width apart. We want a wide base of support. Our hands are at home. We're going to dig through our heels, lean forward, stand up tall, side, middle, side, down. So just follow that little cadence at your own pace. You don't have to keep up with me or the person next to you or whatever in the Brady Bunch squares there. Just go for it for about another 10 seconds. Get that heart rate up. Those big muscles moving, the joints loosened. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, I'll let you finish up your repetitions. Move your chair. Let's do our hinge and swim, and then we'll follow it with our lunge, okay? So that's our 6. I'm trying to stick with 6. Gosh, I can go with you guys for hours, but all right, feet shoulder width apart, the weights are on our heels. You want to bring those hips back, keep your back straight, your fingertips out extended forward, and then out really wide. You want to really get those lateral shoulders engaged, and then pop up. Squeeze the glutes and the core, and then start over again. So make them different, deliberate movements. Oh, sorry. Keep going. How about one more together? Dharma is on the job, let me tell you. Okay, let's do our lunge complex. Sorry. So we're going to stand feet together, palms by our thighs. Bend forward to the front, back to the middle, out to the side, back to the middle, and then turn your palms backwards, and then press back. So it's going to look like this from this view: front, middle, side, middle, flip, and then back. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Couple more times each leg. Keep going. I'm going to finish up after this leg. And we'll just keep moving. We're going to go to planks. How about that? So imagine your perfect plank, right? You want your shoulders over your wrists. You want to be rolling over your toes. You want your body to stay straight in a straight plane. The first one I had was mountain climbers. So right up to your wrists. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. We got about another 5 seconds to go. And then we're going to stay up, if that's okay with you. 2, 1, plant it, and then roll up into your T-raise. So just keep it nice and fluid. Fingertips up to the sky. Belly button in and back. One more time each direction. And then we'll walk it in, okay? So you should be really feeling it in the back of the upper arms, your triceps, a little bit in your shoulders, and of course your core. Even though we're not moving it, we are engaging it. Let's go into our outside sweep past the midline, okay, to work on our inner thighs. So we're going to stay on the same leg. Go ahead and do that for about 15-20 seconds, and then I'll cue you when to switch. The key to this is to not shake your hips side to side. Okay, so you really want to lock them in and isolate the little muscle up here and the one inside here, the ones we don't think about a lot. And that really matters with balance, okay? Let's do one more and then switch legs. Okay, other side. Make sure you're breathing between the repetitions. Let's do 2 more. And that'll keep us in. All right, we're gonna stay up if that's okay with you, and we're gonna do our row, drop it down, bicep curl. Safely switch hands, row, pin your elbows to your rib cage, feel your biceps ball up, and just nice and smooth. Oh, Dharma. One more time each side. These things are all going to get us ready for our workout with weights. So go ahead and walk it in. Okay. Just kind of take a little body scan, head to toe of what felt good about that, what didn't, how you can adjust for the rest of the workout. Okay. So we got about 40 minutes to go. Let's do bands. Let's get our bands out, and we're going to have a seat. We're going to sit at the edge of the chair so our core is supporting our upper body, right? Feet are about 90, well, legs are about 90 degrees. Feet are supporting us nice and tall. So let's just sit grounded right here. Take a breath or two and just feel centered. We don't have to be go, go, go all the time. You know, we know the fundamentals, okay? And go ahead and choose a leg. You want to wrap a band around the center of your foot. Keep your arms in an L shape and set up nice and tall with your torso, and press out. Maybe if you point your toes towards your kneecap, you might feel it a little bit more in your calves, if that's okay with you. And just bring it in and press it out. Just nice and steady at your own pace. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch legs. So you can also feel in your upper body, even though you're not actually moving it, that your biceps are engaged, your shoulders, your upper back, all those things are holding this band in place as it resists the motion of the outward part of your leg going out, extending, right? So it's all working. 3, 2, bring it back in. I'm going to choose this leg so you can see it better, but I don't care which leg you use, right? We're going to do palms up and palms down. We're just going to alternate, sitting up high. I'm going to bring it close to my rib cage, palms up, bring it back slowly. I'm going to flip my palms down, and then I'm going to go out wide. So I'm just going to kind of play with it. Just kind of think about what different muscle groups it is engaging a little bit more than others with each repetition. You should feel it more in the biceps as you pull it closer to you with the palms up, and then a little bit more in the upper back with the palms down and elbows out wide, if that makes sense. Keep the core tight, keep breathing. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, finish your repetition. We're going to do more sit to stands, right? That's a great way to get out of breath. Keep your arms in an L shaped. You don't want your knees to bend in. I'd rather them bend out 10 and 2 and just power it up. Do as many as you can, but I want you to keep your face on me, okay? Keep your eyes on me. I know as torturous as that sounds, but just power it up. Keep your spine nice and tall and long. Maybe fixate on a clock or a picture on the wall or something like that. And we'll go 5 more seconds starting now. 3, 2, and then stay up, please. We'll do our shoulder sequence. We'll go out to the front and then out to the side. I like to pick a point. I like to manually pick out a point just to get the mind and body together. So you can feel it isolate really in the upper middle chest, where that's where it's aimed for. If you bend your elbow a little bit, it might alleviate some pain in some shoulders. But if anything hurts, please don't do it. Do something else. You can do some arm circles or something like that. But just stay with us. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. Feet nice and wide. I want a wide base of support. I want the core tucked in. I want the glutes tight. Eyes to the front. And just really isolate it. Keep that band tight the whole time. I wish I had more bands to replace the ones that are falling apart, because I know they do in the summer. We're working on it. 3, 2, finish your reps. And let's go ahead and take a little water break, and then we'll get to the weights part, okay? We'll get to the strength, we'll get to the cardio, and we'll kill it before the weekend, right? Poor little Dharma. You okay, baby girl? Are we code 20? Huh? You got a code 20? What do we got? So no Carlos right now. Let's go into, I'm going to use one weight, but you guys are invited to use two. It's the swing with the high pull. Let me show you first. I'm just going to kind of take it a little bit easier today. So this is what it'll look like. Whether you use one weight or two, it's going to be our swing and then elbows back. So between the legs, hips, and then elbows. Just like that. So keep your weight on your heels, your hips go back, and just use a lot of core on this. And let your eyes follow your hands, okay? Once you get the hang of watching me, what I'm doing, we'll go 10 more seconds. Once you get the hang of it, I know. We'll do another round, I promise. 5 more seconds. Hips go back, and then power it up, elbows behind you. 3, 2, 1, and then let it go. Let's do high knees, push and pull for our cardio. So our arms are going to be out to the front. We are going to bring our elbows back again, right? We're isolating the upper back, and then heels to our butt. So again, you can just kind of play with it, kind of walk around the room or whatever you got, but you want to get your heart rate up, keep it up for about another 10 seconds. Keep it going. 5, 3, last one. Relax. Good job. Kind of collect your breath. Okay, that was an intense about minute. I kind of increased the Tuesdays class to about 30 seconds. So I'm playing that with you guys, playing with the same thing with you guys today too, about 25, 30 seconds. So I'm increasing the time of exercise, okay? But that also means we got to recover, right? So I don't want you going to the next pair of exercises all tore up, right? So just kind of collect yourself and get ready for the next two. Forward lunge with the raise and press back. I'm gonna go lighter on this one. Let me show it to you first. This goes out. Let me show you this view. When I step to the front, I'm gonna raise to the front. I'm gonna go back to the middle. I'm gonna step behind me. I'm gonna flip my palms around, and I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades. My arm stays straight, and I'm gonna press back. I'm gonna switch legs, out, back to the center, back, down, center, back. So just find your groove there. Get this dog in front of me. Couple more times each side. Just really feel that squeeze to the front and the back. This is my last leg. I'll wait for you guys to finish. And then we're gonna do some fast feet. So let me get my band for a visual cue. And we're just gonna go side to side. So I like to go in a little crouch. I like to start this way, eyes are to the front. I just tap. Clear the line on the floor. 10 more seconds. Stay low. You engage more of the muscles, burn more of the calories. 3, 2, 1. Pop it back up. Okay. Elbow to knee. I'm going to use a lightweight for this one. It's just kind of a break in the strength, isolating the core. But you're going to feel it in your shoulders too. You can do it in the chair. I don't know if you want to do that, Terry, or I can do it. Thanks. Yeah, so that's a modification to do it in the chair. And we're just going to side to side, knee to elbow. Yep. Just in case you need that little modification. About 10 more seconds. And then we'll go to the other side. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Good. Foot out. Just really feel your oblique kind of engage right there. Keep your eyes to the front. Dig in that big toe that's keeping you standing straight up as your other leg lifts to meet your elbow. 2, 1, finish up there. Good. I'm going to keep this same weight. We're going to do diagonal chops. So this is the cardio part, right? You all know this uses every muscle in your body. So stay nice and wide, okay? You want the weight, one weight, in between your hands. You want to kind of dig down low, like you're going to sit back into a chair and then drive it up. Cross right up the middle, past your ear. Watch the weight as it goes up. That's going to keep your neck safe, your spine safe. We'll go 5 more seconds and switch sides. 3, 2, finish wherever you're at. Gotta kind of collect yourself, right? And then go down low again. Bend that knee, dip that hip back, and then power it up. Watch your hand go back. Dip down low. Almost like a squat, right? You feel like you're gonna sit down on a chair. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Let's do a little yoga flow to kind of mix it up a little bit. Just kind of collect ourselves. If something else works for you to cool down, by all means do it. I'm going to start out in a high plank. I'm just going to bring my hips back. Fingertips out long. Lift my toes up a little bit and sink into it with my hips a lot. Just really kind of just relax. My next breath in, I'm going to power it up and breathe out. Lock it up here, and then I'm going to drop down. I'm going to look up a little bit. If that bothers anybody, you know, you can do anything else. You can do some kind of other stretch. One more time, nice and smooth. I'm going to go through it at a little quicker cadence because I don't want to rest. I just want to kind of recover. Good. But you know you. So if you need longer, take longer, right? All right. We are going to do sumo squat upright rows. So we're going to need our chairs. I'm going to need 2 weights. Awesome. Our feet are going to be super wide, right? Maybe 10 and 2 again. I'm gonna lift right up the middle. So I'm gonna zip the jacket after I stand up. So I'm gonna power forward, dig through my heels, zip the jacket. I don't want the elbows going higher than collarbone. Don't put them up here. You're gonna hurt yourself. So just about here, back down, sit on the edge of the chair and power it up again, okay? Once you get the form right, you can knock out as many as you please. I just don't want you to hurt yourself doing it. So my job is to just kind of cue you on those little things, collarbone. Keep the core tight, glutes engaged. Dig through the heels and eyes to the front. Don't look at the floor. The floor is not going to do anything for you. Look right here at me. Lucky you. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and then stay up. Finish your right. And then we're going to do a side lunge with a bicep curl. So I'm going to use a lighter weight. I'm going to stand in the center of a place where I can go side to side. I'm going to turn my palms towards you. Feet are together. I'm going to turn it up and step out to the side. Back to the middle, then to the side. Okay? Find your groove. Just a little bend in that side knee. If that bothers you, just step it out. Stay tall. That's okay. You're still working your hips. Eyes are still to the front. Don't look at the floor. Don't look at my pretty dog. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, finish your rep. Okay. We're going to be in the chair for the next one too. We're going to do a chest press, and we're going to add a leg thing to it. That's the technical name, a leg thing. I'm going to use one weight because it's on the heavier side. If you need to use 2, just watch me first and see what you might need to do. I'm just going to press out to the front and step to the side. So if you want to use 2 weights for that, go for it. I'm going to start the time now. Right out to the front, not up overhead. Keep the core tight. Bring it back slow and controlled. Right to your chest. You can lean back a little bit to engage the core more, but it's also getting your inner and outer thighs. 5 more seconds. 3. Last one. Nice. Okay, into our cardio. I know they all feel like cardio, don't they? All right, move your stuff to the side. Feet together, palms together. We're just going to do our seal jacks. So just bust out as many as you can in the next 20-25 seconds. Sink into it with the hips and the knees. Burn those calories of the big muscle groups here. Keep your eyes to the front. 5, 2, 1. Finish up where you're at. Good. Yeah, we've been going close to 30 seconds for each. So go ahead and take a little water break. I have to sneeze. So right now, think about what worked for you well the last round, what you might change. If you need any modifications, you can ask me real quick, but we'll just go right back to the top to our high pull. And that's our swing with the elbows, right? Our hips and shoulders. Okay. I might use 2 for this one. I'm going to do it. It's Thursday. It's our Thursday party, right? So you want to think more about the hips than the knees, okay? I don't want you like sinking down like this. I want you doing more like a hip thing. Shove it between your legs and pop the elbows back. Stand up nice and tall. Good, we'll go for about 30 seconds. breathe, keep that core tight. Watch the weights go down, or your hands if you're not using weights. 10 more seconds. That'll make 30 seconds. Good job. 5, 3, last one. Good. Let's go into high knee push pull. So weights down, arms out, heel to butt, press out. Bring those fists together and just kind of hop around, right? That's halfway. Let's go 10 more seconds. That'll make a half a minute. 3, 2, 1. Aye. Good job. Nice. Walk it out a little bit. We're going to do some lunges next. So that's pretty taxing on the body. So just give yourself a second to collect yourself. I'm going to use some lighter weights. I'm going to step to the front, raise my arms to the front. Then I'm going to step to the back and press back with straight arms, squeezing my shoulder blades, okay? So a couple parts to this. Boom, middle, back. Switch. Just find your groove. You do not have to keep up with me or Terry, with the person next to you. Just kind of feel what works for you. In the next, let's say 10 seconds. Let's do one more time each leg. That's fair. Wherever you're at, finish it up. After you finish the 2 legs. Good job. Okay. The next one's the elbow to knee. So I'm just going to use a light weight. I did it standing. Terry was gracious enough to do it seated. Whatever you're feeling today. So I'm just going to do a wide stance. I'm going to stand on this leg. This is my stance leg. This is my tree trunk, right? And I'm going to bring knee to elbow together. I'm just going to challenge myself here. Just kind of play with it. That's halfway. We'll go 10 more seconds. 3. Last one. All right. See, you can feel it in your shoulders too, right? Because we get the little weight involved. Even if you don't have the weight involved, body weight resistance up over your head, it counts. You're still going to feel it. Halfway, 10 seconds. Now 5, 2, 1. Ew. Good job. Let's just take a second. If you can do arms up overhead, feet nice and wide, just go ahead and do that. I like to just sink to the side. If something else works for you for recovery right now, do it. I'm just going to give you guys about 15 seconds or so just to kind of transition into the second half of the workout. Catch your breath, adjust your mindset. If something was hard, don't feel defeated. You are winning through every single exercise. Let's go sumo squat. Sumo squat with upright row. I'm still going to do it with one weight. My feet are going to be super wide, maybe 10 and 2 or so. That's going to really engage the inner thighs. The weight's going to be straight up the middle. After I lean forward, press through my heels. Elbows no higher than my collarbone, please. Eyes are to the front. You don't need to look down. There's no need to round yourself like this. You know that there's nothing we have to do functionally to do that in everyday life. We can pick something up, right? If something's on the ground, we can pick it up, keep it close to us, and then lift it. Let's go 10 more seconds. Do as many as you can. Keep it going. 5 more seconds. Push it. Last round. 3, 2, 1 more rep. Good. We are going to go side to side with a bicep curl. I'm going to go lighter with the weights, but I'm going to keep up the tempo so I can do even more repetitions. So palms facing me, okay? Feet are together, step to the side, middle, side. Give it all you got. All you got for the next 5 minutes. We'll be done. You're going to feel like rock stars. Go through the weekend, bragging on yourself, feeling good. All right, 10 more seconds. 5, 3, and finish whatever leg you want to finish on. That was actually half a minute. So I'm kind of lying to you a little bit. I'm fibbing a little bit. When I say it's 5 more seconds for 20 seconds, it's not. It's for half a minute. So it's mind over matter, right? Let's go into the chest press. We're going to sit down for this one. So that was our last heart rate booster. Okay, so that was the last one that's going to really tax our metabolic system, our heart rate. So let's bring it down now. Let's just kind of focus on technique for this last 2, and we'll cool down with Terry. You can almost think it's over, right? That's a good feeling. I don't ever want it to be over, but it has to at some point so we can keep going for the next round, right? Okay, so we want it at our chest. I'm going to lean back just a little bit, just to engage right here a little bit more. When I press out, I'm going to step out to the side. I'm going to bring it back slow and controlled. You should really feel it in the back of your upper arms there. Okay, that's going to help your planks a lot. It's going to help any kind of pushing that you do in everyday life. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. You guys are awesome. Stand up. We're going to do a little bit of seal jacks, but this is kind of, you can go as hard as you want. But we're going to do some seal jacks just to kind of wrap it up. This is the end. Let's go 10 more seconds. And I mean it, 10 more seconds, because I want us to recover with Terry. 5, 2, 1. Okay. All right. That was fun. Thanks.
Great work. Keep moving.
Yep.
How we started. Just move slowly, but keep moving. Walk. Move your arms. Maybe gentle twists. Side to side. Just want to keep moving these large muscles. Kind of invite your breath to slow down a little bit. Taking deep in-breaths through the nose. Blowing the breath out through the mouth. Doing these shoulder rolls while moving from side to side, leaning into it. So you're just going to feel the stretch in the side body and the hips. Bringing one arm in front of you. And if you'd like, bending the arm with the elbow in front or having the arm straight. With the bend, sometimes it's a little bit easier on the shoulders. Now continue sort of moving the hips side to side. So we're continuing to use those muscles, belly in, and push back a little bit on the elbow. So just feeling this little stretch on the back of the shoulders. And as we're kind of leaning side to side, so getting a lot of the other muscles involved. All right, bringing this hand down, moving it around a little bit. And then bringing the other arm in front, maybe bending the elbow, pushing slightly back so that you can just feel this little stretch on the shoulder. And again, just sort of bending side to side. So we're letting the back, the hips, the pelvis, the legs, everything's continuing to move. Not wanting the muscles to just sort of lock up here and bringing that hand down, shaking the shoulders a little bit, and then bringing the arms behind. And if you can, clasping the hands and just pulling out a little bit, like you're trying to stretch your hands and your arms sort of toward the floor and an angle. Just feeling that stretching in the other part of the shoulders. And once again, you're lifting one shoulder up, holding it, holding the shoulder up, and then slowly letting that down. And the other side, holding that up and slowly letting the shoulder down. Moving the head forward and back so that you're, again, moving these little muscles in the neck. You'd like putting one hand on the chin and pushing your face forward. Just using the hand to stabilize that and relaxing. You can feel those muscles let go a little bit on the side. One hand on the side of the head, pushing the head to the side and letting it go. The other side and letting it go. And then coming back to a seated posture. And with one foot extended in front, toes toward the ceiling, just leaning toward the foot, just until you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. And coming back upright, other foot, toes up, leaning forward. And then coming back up. And crossing your legs, either just crossing them at the knee or be putting your foot or your ankle on the knee. If you're lying down, sort of like making a figure 4 with your legs. And then just rocking side to side. So just letting this move here again, sort of easing the muscles all around the hip joint, letting your shoulders be relaxed, pulling your chin in. And switching legs. Again, either just with the legs crossed, or if you can bring your ankle on top of the other leg. And just gently moving this from side to side. Just sort of move the bottom leg. It's sort of passive movement. But again, we're continuing to use these little muscles in the hips to move them. Coming to stillness, sitting toward the front of the chair, upright posture, tuck the chin in. Your neck and shoulders should feel a little bit relaxed. And now moving the back, the shoulders, the head is one piece. It's doing circles. So it's sort of the lower part of the spine moving, like a mortar and pestle. And here we can just feel the movement in the hips and the pelvis, going in the other direction. And it doesn't have to be huge. Just one direction might feel kind of smooth. Sometimes it might feel a little bit clunky. Just noticing, noticing how the body is now. And if you're sitting in a chair that allows it, bringing your hands to the back of the chair. It might be up. If you can move your hands up the back of the chair, that's fine. If that's not comfortable, don't do it. But holding on to the back of the chair somewhere, and then just bending forward. So I'm feeling this stretch, opening the chest. And then coming back to this neutral posture. Taking a couple of breaths, feeling how it is inside, like Jessie was saying, feeling good about yourself for doing this, for coming to the end of the week, strong and healthy, having made some really good choices for yourselves. All right, thank you.